From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically.
First pitch coming your way next. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Ian Seymour.
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Just about ready to roll. Miles Straw digs in now. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Just underway from Tropicana Field. And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get him knocking your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike. First and second, no outs. Here in the second game of the series. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Ernie Clement.
And boom, we're talking about a guy who has great wheels and then puts them to good use. He's the team leader in stolen bases and runs scored, man. Using his speed to just get into scoring position and then just flying home when the guys behind him put the ball in.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. He'll score on the board first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
First and second, one out. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Just a slow ground ball this time. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That is quick. The second baseman.
One out, base is full. Grounds one to short. Walls. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As a run scores.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn two with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice, and that feed's not on point. Very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
All loaded up. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Ripped to third and caught.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
On the ground to third. As they escape the bases loaded jam. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 onto the bottom of the first. Blue Jays 2, the Rays coming back. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now at the chop for the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, last time out, picked up the win. Didn't allow a run. Pitched extremely well. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Diaz launched a homer in his most recent game. Swings and misses, struck him out. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jake Fraley.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at-bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under 500 over his last 10 games.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a ground ball. Clement. Throw to first in time.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Caminero with a homer in his last game. 2 down, nobody on. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 2-0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 3, Miles Straw.
Out to short. Walls. Fires in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is lifted in the air. Fraley under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're up 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
One down. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first in time.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Two down, nobody on. Liner, caught at second. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. It's now 3-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now in Tampa Bay, and now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that drops in for a strike. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
The left fielder, Chandler.
Up the middle. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Batting ninth.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third. In the air to left center. Strong under this one. Brings it in. 2 away now.
The batter, number 2.
Yandy Diaz now.
Hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here comes the throw. Not in time, he scores. It's 3-1.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A 2-run shot. Home run number 10 on the year. And we're level. It's 3-3. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here at Tropicana Field, start of the 4th.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
Some early action out there in the bullpen. Cole Sulser warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Sulser also throwing. In the air, left field. Simpson should have this one. And there's one away. Here's George Springer. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. On the ground to third, and foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Carrying well. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. Man at second. Here's a chopper to short. Walls whips it to first on the run. In time, got him, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains tied at 3. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Stays alive. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Way out front for strike 2. On the ground. Slings to first in time. Here's Gavin Lux to hit.
The second baseman, Gavin.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Two one down. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Lifted in the air, right field. Springer in position. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied up at 3 apiece.
I can see it in their conscience, and I know they all watching. I've been balling since the YMC. Hey, know the word, yeah, I gotta be.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Cole Sulser.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
One up, one down. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds. So up next, Kazuma Okamoto. Kirk, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two down. In the air, right field. Fraley drifts towards it, and that's the 3rd out. Halfway home, tied at 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. There's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Guerrero takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Knock right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here, and now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Taylor Walls getting ready to hit. The 1-1. Left field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run. Spot for the hitter, definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fisher also getting ready. 2 on, 1 out. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
That one hit to right. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Up next to the Rays, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. 1 runs in. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dylan Cease won't go any further tonight. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Brendan Little will take over here.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses, and now 3 and 2. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
3 and 2 now. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! So he blasts one out the other way. His 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting that ball.
So 2 down, digging in, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Now, here is Ernie Clement.
The second baseman, Ernie Clement.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. There's a swing and a miss. Got him. One gone here.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Makes the grab. Leo Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Clement off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. That one missed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. Hit on the ground to short. Walls. Gets it to first. That ends the inning. One left for Toronto. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. 1-1 now.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Strong settles under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Rays, the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
And a big swing and a miss. Outside low. Ball 2. In the air, left side. Strong on his way in. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Rays.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brendan Little done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tommy Nance.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Nick Fortes next to hit for the Rays. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Miles Straw. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So they turn things over to the righty, Mason Engler. He's pitching on 2 days rest. 1-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Jays down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one lifted to left. Simpson under it. That's out number 2. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. This one in the air, right field. And that keeps the inning alive. That's off the mark. Ball 2. That one pushed foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Chandler.
Ball to strike. Up the middle, Clement slinging it to first in time.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Taylor Wall.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Taylor Walls. Swing and a ground ball out to short, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
On a line, base hit. And out to aboard. Two on, one out. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground to the left. Jimenez throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Tommy Nance is done. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Now on the bump, Braden Fisher.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but
goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rays 9 and the Blue Jays 3. It's an Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. One and 2 here. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Swings and misses, and there's one down.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly they with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't
Up
sit
next
back
for the Blue
long
Jays,
enough on that
the
one.
designated hitter,
Davis Schneider now at the plate. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rays 9 and the Blue Jays 3. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Clement takes it in for the out. One away.
The second baseman, Gavin.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game. We're talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Got him. Now 2 out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Forte.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Now one missed. And it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
You can see my demeanor. I'm a dreamer, high achiever. You know when we're in the place, we don't hold back, we're right in your face. We can't lose, we take it.
Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the 9th. George Springer digs in now. Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Leo Jimenez.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. 2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.